Today we are going to be doing SEAMO Prep II. Now, not only do we cover questions that are going to be tested in SEAMO, but we'll also be covering the very basic type of exam questions that are going to come out in the problem sums, okay? So there are certain techniques that you'll be learning today, and I think I expect you to know some of them already. Let's take a look at question number 1. Now, this is going to require your arithmetic skills, and it is giving you a formula. You see, they already gave you a formula here. So firstly, of course, you need to know what is the meaning of a power, right, students? So for example, 2 to the power of 2 is 2 times 2. 2 to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. Now, in this case, what are they telling you? They're telling you that m star n is m to the power of n. So for example, if I have 2 star 3, that means you get 2 to the power of 3. Am I right? Now, the question is already telling you that n star 5 is 243. So can anyone tell me what's the value of n? Come, type your answer in the chat. Wow, very good, students. So fast. Very good. Easy, huh? Come, let's write it down. I can already see so many correct answers. So n star 5 equals to n to the power of 5. They already told you that this is equals to 243. That means we all know that 3 to the power of 5, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is equals to 243. Therefore, you can say that n equals to 3. Very good. Well done, students. Anyone have questions about this? Come, let's try the next one. Okay, so this may look easy, but I don't know, it really depends on how good you are at order of operations, right? And of course you need to have good calculation skills. If you look here, students, they want you to fill in the numbers from 1 to 9, and they want you to get the biggest possible result. So that means you're going to put in all the numbers from 1 to 9, you see? Now obviously this will not give you the biggest possible result, right? Now, look here. There's a bracket here, a big bracket here, and there's another big bracket here, a square bracket. You are going to minus. You're going to deduct one bracket from the other bracket. So students, you ask yourself, if you want to get the greatest result possible, the very first bracket, you must have a sum that is as big as possible, and you must make sure that the other one is as small as possible, correct? And then you look inside the bracket itself. Inside the bracket itself, you notice another bracket here. So you are multiplying, right? So you must make sure that whatever you get here and whatever you get here are both going to be big, right? So then you have a big number multiply a big number will give you an even bigger number. And of course, you look here, you must try to make this as small as possible, and you must try to make this as small as possible, because you want the entire thing to be small. So students, with this, I will give you 2 minutes. Can you all tell me what answer do you get, which is the largest possible answer? Type your answer in the chat, please. Alright everyone, let's take a look. Now, if I want the first bracket to be as big as possible, then of course I'm going to save my bigger numbers for the first bracket. But when you see a division sign here, you realize that you will never want to divide by something which is big. You'll want to divide by a very small number. So let's just say divided by 1. Okay, then we take 9 divided by 1, we'll still get 9. Then we use the other big numbers here. You see? We use all the other big numbers here so that the answer can be as big as possible. And then of course you have the smaller numbers left. Now, do you want to take 4 times 5? Of course not, because you want it to be as small as possible. So let's try to use the smaller numbers, 2 and 3. Then you get 6, right? Then are you going to plus 5 minus 4? No, I don't think so. we want to minus as much as possible. So we will minus 5 and we'll plus 4. So then this will give you negative 1. Am I right? So students, if you work this out, what are you going to get? 9 divided by 1 times 8 multiplied by 7 and 6. 7 plus 6 is 13, right? Minus 2 times 3 is 6. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Okay? So you got 9 times 8 times 13 minus 6 minus 1. And you will get 931. Well done, Jingming. You got it. And Brielle, you got it. Who else? Okay, that's all. Okay, anyone have any questions? So it's very logical. Okay, take it step by step. Should you use the big numbers or should you use the small numbers? Where should you use them? Okay, that is what you must decide. Let's look at question 3. Now, in question 3, we are going to use a formula. The formula is NCR. What is the meaning of NCR? So, for example, you have one class of students and you are choosing a soccer team. Alright? So, you say out of N students, I'm going to choose R of them to join my soccer team. Okay, so what is the formula to calculate? How many ways are there that you can choose R students out of N? Okay, so how are we going to calculate that? You use the formula n factorial divided by r factorial bracket n minus r factorial. So this is the formula that we are going to use. Now let me show you what's going to happen here. We have 8 vertices. What is a vertex? A vertex is the corner of the shape. Okay, so we have 8 corners. You're supposed to use these corners to make triangles. Now obviously you need 3 points to make a triangle. So since you have 8 of them, out of 8 you're going to choose 3. So we say out of 8 we're going to choose 3. So follow the formula 8 factorial, you see, n factorial divided by r factorial n minus r factorial. So divided by r factorial n minus r factorial. What is the meaning of a factorial? Very easy. 8 factorial is just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 factorial is just 3, 2, 1. 8 minus 3, you get 5, right? So you say you have a 5 factorial. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight away, this cancels out. And then you have 2 times 3 is 6. So 2 times 3 can cancel out 6. You are left with 8 times 7. And that is our answer. So simple, right, students? Okay, just follow the formula and you get the answer. There are 56 different triangles that you can form by choosing 3 points out of all these 8 different points. Anyone have questions about this? Come, let me test you. Okay, let me test you. Don't need to copy, students. Come, I'm going to test you. How many ways are there to select 4 students out of a group of 12? So students, out of 12, you need to choose 4. Students, follow the formula and can you give me your answer, please? Type your answer in the chat. Alright, let's follow the formula. 12 factorial out of 4 factorial, 12 minus 4 factorial. So what's going to happen here? 12 factorial is 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 factorial is just 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 factorial, you see, 12 minus 4 is 8, right? So you have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can cancel it out, you know. Can you see I can get rid of that? So what are you left with? You're only left with this part. So let's see. 4 times 3 is already 12. So I can cancel away the 12. Then I divide by 2, divide by 2. So 11 times 5 times 9. That means you get 55 times 9, which is 495. Very good, students. Max, Lian, Jingming, Vedan, and Brielle, everyone got it. Good job, students. Now you know how to use this formula. Well done. So, students, this formula is being used, right, only when you are trying to select a group of people and it does not matter who you select first. Okay, so maybe I select Max, Lian, Jingming, and Jacobs. So I select 4 students, right? But does it matter whether I select who I select first? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. As long as I select 4, then 4 of you will form a team. That's it. So it does not matter who you select first. So this formula only is used when the order does not matter. We call this combination. But if the order of selection matters, we call it permutation. Okay, now that is a different story. Okay, let's look at question 4. In 2018, Lucas invested $1,000 for a period of 2 years. At the end of the first year, he lost 18%. Then in the second year, he improved by 25%. So in the end, he will have a certain amount of money after 2 years, right? So did he win or did he lose? Did he gain or did he lose? What is the percentage that he gained or lost? So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Everyone try to calculate this. Okay? Your time starts now. Okay, everyone. When you look at this question, it's very easy, right? You say, oh, he lost 18% and then later he gained 25. So he gained 25, he lost 18. That means overall he gained 7%. Right, students? How many of you got this answer? Congratulations, if you got this answer, you are wrong. Okay? Why would the question be so easy, students? This is a wrong concept, wrong understanding. Okay? Do not ever do this. Let's take a look at what we should be doing. So you start with $1,000. Let me ask Vedan. Okay, Vedan, you lost 18%. If you lost 18%, then how many percent do you have left?
$82. I mean, 82%.
Yes, you have 82% left. How much money is that?
820.
$820. Now in the next year, you started the new year with 820, right?
Yes.
And then you gain 25%. So how many percent will you have left? This is your original. Okay, when you start the new year, this will be your original 100%. Now you're gonna gain 25%. So how many percent after that?
75%.
You gain.
25%.
So total how many percent?
125%.
Very good. And then you get $1,025. So from $1,000 at the end of 2 years you got 1,025. How much money did you gain?
$25.
Yes. So what is the percentage gain? You take the gain divided by the original amount and you convert it into a percentage. Whenever you want to convert something into a percentage, you just need to multiply by 100%. So tell me, how many percent is this? Get rid of the zeros. And what do you get?
25/10.
Which is 25 divided by 10 is
2.5.
Very good. So it's 2.5%. Okay, Vada? Now you know how to do it?
Yes.
Alright, thank you, Vedan. Good job, Lian, Max, Jingming. You got it. Anyone else have any questions about this? Okay. Students, you have 2 isosceles triangles and the area of AED is 202. Now, what is AED? AED is this area here. and they tell you that it is 202. Find the area of the entire rectangle. 30 seconds. Give me your answer now. Very good, Jingming, you got it. Come on, 30 seconds. It can be done. 10 seconds is even better. Yes, Lian, you got it. Verdan got it. Jacobs got it. How about Max? Okay, let me show you something. Max, let me ask you. Hi, Max. Are you wondering? Are you wondering why I say that you can do this in 10 seconds? I'll just ask you some questions, then you'll be able to solve it in 10 seconds. Okay, Max, ready?
Yeah.
I have a rectangle here. Tell me, what fraction of the rectangle is this triangle?
Half.
I have another rectangle here. Tell me, what fraction of the triangle is the rectangle is a triangle?
Half.
Half. Now let me join those two together. What fraction of the rectangle is this triangle?
Half.
So whenever you see a triangle inside a rectangle, what fraction?
Half.
So if this, yeah, so do you know the answer already?
Yeah.
What?
Half.
This is half. This triangle is half of the rectangle. What is the area of the
1
triangle?
quarter.
What? Hold it, hold it, hold it. This triangle is half of the rectangle, yeah?
Yeah.
What is the area of the triangle?
101.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is AED?
Oh. 202.
Uh-huh. So the area of the rectangle is?
101. Oh wait, 404.
There you go. Now you know how to do it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Max. Well done, okay? So students, whenever you see a triangle inside a rectangle, the triangle is half of the rectangle. It does not matter whether it's an isosceles triangle. It doesn't even matter if it is very much slanted like that. Or it doesn't matter whether it is equally spaced out like that. It does not matter. Any triangle inside the rectangle, as long as you're touching the corner, the two corners of the rectangle. Okay, so as long as the two corners of the rectangle are being touched, and you have one more point of contact on top, then this is going to be half. The triangle is half of the rectangle. Alright, so let's try the next one. Okay, so students, we're going to divide this number by 7. They're asking you what is the remainder. Wait, sorry. Oh, no, they're not asking you for the remainder. They're asking you to find what is the value of m in order to make sure that this very long number is divisible by 7. Students, can anyone tell me what is the divisibility rule of 7? How do you tell if a number is divisible by 7? Anyone? Jingming, yes.
You take the last digit, double it, then minus the rest of the number.
Okay, let's do an example. Let's say this number 231, right? So you take the last digit, you double it. So you take the last digit, you double it. So you take the rest of the number minus 2 times the last digit. Aha! Then you ask yourself, is this divisible by 7? Yes, it is. Therefore, the entire number is also divisible by 7. Let's test it out. Yep, it works. Well done. Is there any other way to tell whether a number is divisible by 7? Because if you're going to use this method, you have 101 digits here. You're going to take the last digit, multiply by 2, and then you're going to take the rest of the digits. And you're going to minus away, and then you're going to take forever. Yes, Andrea, what's the other method?
Isn't if the 6 digits are the same, then it's divisible by 7.
Thank you, Andrea. Well done. Okay, so students, look at a group of 6 digits. Let's say 111, 111. We all know, just you just need to know that 111 is divisible by 7. There's no decimals. Okay, so if 111 can be divided by 7, that means 222, 333, 444, 555, 666, 777, any group of repeated 6 digits will then be divisible by 7. Okay, now students, since we already know that any group of 6 digits, repeated digits, is divisible by 7, then we can get rid of all the groups of 6 digits. Now you have 50 digits here, right? How many groups of 6 can you make? You can only, what is the nearest multiple of 6? 48. Okay, the nearest multiple of 6 is 48. So if you have 48 groups of you have 48 digits that can form groups of 6, you're only left with 2 digits that cannot form a group of 6. So let's just take the remaining 2 digits here, and over here you have another 50 digits. 48 of them can be in groups of 6, so 2 of them are left out. So students, since all the others can be divided by 7, only this is left. So you must make sure that 7 divides this number. Everyone, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. You are going to think about it. What is the value of m that will make sure that 7 can divide this number? Type your answer in the chat. Your time starts now. Can I ask Jingming? Hello, Jingming.
Hello.
Can you tell me how you're going to determine what is m?
So you try out like the digits that lower, like 0, 1, 2. Then if you find that one of them is divisible by 7, then you just plus 7 to that digit, and then you have the 2 numbers.
Thank you, Jingming. Well done. Students, how many of you use guess and check? Okay, it's valid. Okay, you can start guessing, no problem. You can say that, okay, maybe m is 0. Then you try to divide it. Can it be divided by 7? Yes or no? No, you can't. So why not we try 1? You can't. Why not you try 2? And 2 works. The number 2 works. You can actually divide it by 7 now. Okay, so it divides by 7. Now if that's the case, then you just need to add another 7 and you get 9. Why? Why are you adding another 7? Because 700 can be divided by 7, right? So this number can be 2 or 9. That is one way to do it. Guess and check. Another way to do it is by trying to make this number a little bit smaller. Now first you ask yourself, right? You know that 7 times 9 equals to 63. If 7 times 9 is 63, that means 7 times 9,000 is 63,000. Do you notice that you have 66,000 here? Okay, one more thing. 7 times 7 equals to 49. Do you notice that there's 55 here? So what am I going to do? So 7 times 7 is 49, right? That means if you add 63,000 plus 49, you get 63049. Now you know that this is definitely divisible by 7. Okay? 63049 is divisible by 7. So what we can do is we can say that 66m55 minus 63049 will give us 3000m06. 3000m06. Now you have something smaller to work with. So from here you can start guessing. Maybe m is 0, maybe m is 1, or maybe m is 2. And you realize that when m equals to 2, you can actually divide it by 7. Okay, you notice that 7 divides 3206. Okay, so then therefore M can be 2 or it can also be 9, because 3906 is just an addition of 700. If you add another 700, it will be 3906. Am I right? So that means 3206 and 3906 can both be divided by 7. There you go. Anyone have questions about this? Alright. Let's take a look at question 7. How many ways are there to choose two different numbers from a set of 11 numbers here, such that the sum of these two numbers are even? Remember what we talked about just now? We talked about choosing. Okay, remember n choose r? What is the formula? N factorial over r factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Use this formula if you want, or you can use another method if you want, if you have your own method. But I'll give you 2 minutes. Let me know how many ways are there to choose two different numbers from this set of numbers so that the sum of them are even. Your time starts now. So Max, can you tell me how are you going to get an even number? What kind of numbers must you add? What kind? Yeah.
Even.
Very good. Even and even will give
Odd
you
and odd.
odd and odd will also give you an even number. Very good. Tell me, out of all these numbers, how many even numbers are there? 6, 8, 10.
4.
Try.
5.
Yes.
5.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So there are 5 even numbers. And how many odd numbers?
6.
Correct. 6 odd. So if you were, okay, let's do case by case, alright? Scenario number 1. We are going to add odd plus odd equals to even. So how many numbers are you supposed to select?
2.
2 numbers out of how many odd numbers?
6.
Good. So you're selecting 2 odd numbers out of 6 odd numbers. Out of 6, choose 2. What is the formula?
6 factorial over 2 factorial bracket 6 minus 2 bracket factorial.
Congratulations, you got it. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then this is 2 and 1, and this is 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you can get rid of the 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can divide this by 2. What's the answer?
15.
There you go. Now for the next one, case 2, we are going to do even plus even equals to even. So what is the what should I write?
5 choose 2
Very good.
equals 5 factorial over 2 factorial bracket 5 minus 2 factorial.
Yeah, excellent. So you get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Never mind, I'll just write the number 2. Okay, then we'll have another 3, 2, 1, and the 3, 2, 1 will be gone. So what do we have?
10.
And so therefore, what's the answer? How many ways are there to do this?
25.
Congratulations! Well done, Max. You got it. Good job. Good job, Embriel, Jacobs, and Jingming. You also gave the correct answer just now. Vedan, I can see your answer as well. So students, how many of you use this method? Raise your hand. Now there is a different way. Okay, let me show you. So let's get rid of all this. This is one way to do it, which is quite a useful method. It's quite fast because you can cancel out all the numbers. So it's not as if you need to calculate a lot. So it's quite fast. Okay, I like it. But there is another way. So let's say we have case 1. Odd plus odd equals even. So you just need to ask yourself, How many ways are there to do this, right? You see, I'm going to select two numbers. I'm going to select two numbers. So if I have six odd numbers, I'll have six options to choose from. I have six options to choose from, which are 6, 8, 10, 12, sorry, odd numbers, right? 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. I have six options to choose from, so I take 6. And then, after I selected the very first odd number, I'm going to have 5 left. That means I have 5 options left to choose from. Then I will have 30 ways to do it. Uh-oh. That's bad. That's wrong. We all know the answer is supposed to be 15. So what must we do? We have to divide it by 2 actually. Now, then we'll get the correct answer. But why must I divide by 2? Anyone can tell me why? Must I divide it by 2? Is it just because I already know the answer is 15? So then I just have to divide by 2? That doesn't make sense, right? Lian, why must I divide by 2?
It's because because you can do like 5, but the order doesn't.
Thank you, Lian. The order does not matter. Does it matter whether I choose this number first and then this number first and then this number second, or does it matter if I choose this number first and then this number second? It does not matter. The order does not matter. And can you see that there are 2 ways over here to reshuffle them? So since the order does not matter, I do not want to double count them. I will have to divide it by 2. Okay, and if you do case number 2, even plus even equals to even, then you have 5 even numbers. 4 divided by 2, 10. Ta-da! And we got our answer. Okay, so there are 2 ways to do this. Choose whichever way you prefer. But if you use this method, you better remember to divide by 2. Some students forget to divide by 2 and that's it, they got it wrong. Alright, let's look at question 8. Hold on, by the way. Just another thought that I wanted to share. What if you have 3 numbers that you're selecting? Let's say you're selecting the odd number and another odd number and another odd number. But then if the order does not matter, does it mean that I divide it by 3? Who says yes? Who can tell me what should I divide if the order does not matter? Vedant. Yes. What should I divide?
2.
2. Wrong. How many ways are there for me to arrange three different numbers?
3 different ways.
Huh? How many ways? 6 ways, Vedant. Okay. So since there's 6 ways to do this, I divide by 6.
2.
6. Why you keep saying 2? So students, you have to divide by the number of ways to rearrange them. Okay, because if the order does not matter, then you have to get rid of all these not double counted. Actually, these are all the same, but it's counted in 6 different ways. So you have to divide it by 6. Alright. Then if you have 4, I think just forget it. By the time you have 4, right, why not you just use this formula? Just use this formula, save yourself a lot of headaches. Alright, this formula is very safe to use. So this is the safe thing to do. Then you'll not make any mistakes. Yes, Jingming, question?
For the 4, can't you just divide it by 24 because
There's 24 ways to divide, to rearrange them.
24 ways to
I totally agree.
Because 2 times 3
Yep.
is 6, and 6 times 4 is 24. If you have 5, it's 24 times 6.
I
And
agree.
24 times 5.
But the numbers are getting bigger and bigger, so I was just saying that just forget it, why not you just use the formula? That's what I mean, okay? Very good, Jingming. Yeah, I mean, if you can very quickly calculate how many ways are there to rearrange them, go ahead and use this method. But I'm just saying that this formula is a safe way to do it. Alright? Now, let's look at question 8. Watana spent $35 on a wallet. He and James then had the money then had money in the ratio 3:4. Okay, so this is after spending $35, right? Then the ratio of Watana and James became 3:4. Now after Watana received 220 and James spent $50, Watana has 2 times as much as James. So that's the ratio at the end. How much did Watana have at first? Now students, this is a very typical type of ratio problem that is found in your exam. So I will give you 2 minutes. Let's see who can solve it. Your time starts now. Alright, so let's see how to do this. Now Lian, you know all the ratio methods like constant part, constant difference, you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, now this constant part? Like one part does not change? No, right?
No.
Constant difference? Is this constant difference?
No.
How about constant total?
No.
So it doesn't fit into any of the typical ratio methods, but this is also very commonly tested. It is called everything changed. So nothing stay the same. Everything changed. There's no constant parts, there's no constant difference, there's no constant total, okay? So let's start by writing 3 units for Watana and 4 units for James. Now, they say that Watana's receive another $220. So what should I do to the 3 units? Should I add or subtract? Plus, yes, plus $220. What about James? He spent 50, so what should I do? Minus. And in the end, the ratio become 2:1. What do you think I should do from here? What do you call this? What do you call this, Lian?
Cross multiply.
Correct, cross multiply. Now, why are we doing cross multiplication? Do you agree that 2 out of 5 equals to 6 out of 15? Do you agree, Lian?
Yeah.
Now, if I were to cross multiply them, what is 15 times 2?
30.
What is 5 times 6?
30.
Do you realize that when I cross multiply them, I will make them equal?
Yeah.
So that is why we are doing cross multiplication, because over here when you see this ratio is Watana out of James. Watana out of James. Can you see that I'm going to cross multiply them like that, okay? So can you help me to calculate? Now, obviously 1 multiplied by this, nothing changes. So I can just copy it down. What about this and this? What do I get when I multiply them?
8u minus 100.
Very good. 8u minus 100. So if I bring this over to the other side, will it be positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Okay, so I have 8 units minus 3 units. And what about the negative 100? If I bring it over positive 100, that means I'll have 220 plus 100. So 8 units minus 3 units is 5 units. 220 plus 100 is 320. That means 1 unit must be 64. So, sorry, not 64. 16. Sorry. What is 320 divided by 564? Yeah. 1 unit must be 64, okay? They're asking how much money did Watana have at first. So how many units did Watana have at first?
3 plus
3 unit plus
35.
Very good, Lian. At least you spotted the 35. A lot of students forget the 35, you know. So you need 3 units plus 35. That means you have 64 times 3 plus another 35, which will give us $227. Thank you, Lian. Good job. Do you have any questions about this?
No.
Alright, well done. Okay, students, looks like nobody got it correct until I worked it out. So students, please make use of cross multiplication. Is very useful. And when you see such a question, you notice that nothing stays the same. What you should do is when you write down your 3 units and 4 units here, you can leave an empty space here. Remember just now I left an empty space? I left a very big empty space here. Why? Because I know that I'm going to write down other numbers here. Okay? So please do that next time. Jingming, you have a question? Yes.
I did 2 typos by accident.
Uh-oh, so
First
you...
10 threes 2.
Oh, I see. What a waste. Alright, you're close, you're close. So, students, let's try question 9. Now, if you look at 2 to the power of 248, what can you convert it into? And also 3 to the power of 155. Now, students, if you look at 248, 248 is 8 times 31. 155 is 5 times 31. So the number 31 is common between them. So what we can do is we can split it up like that. And this. Because 8 times 31 is still going to be 248. 5 times 31 is still 155. All you need to do now is to work out what is the value of 2 to the power of 8, what is the value of 3 to the power of 5. Then you can compare who is bigger. So students, is your answer A, B, C, D or E? Come, type your answer in the chat. I give you 2 minutes. Your time starts now. Now, this is quite a straightforward calculation, right? What is 2 to the power of 8? So, why not you just break it down, students? 2 to the power of 8. You can break it down into 2 to the power of 4 times 2 to the power of 4. Correct? So when you have 2 to the power of 4, you just say 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again is 8, times 2 again is 16. Do you realize that it's just 16 times 16? Right? So what is 16 times 16? So you just work out 16 times 16 and you get 256. Now what about the other one? 3 times 3, 9. Times 3 again is 27. Then you have another 3 times 3. So then you have 27 times 9. So it is very clear to see that 256 is bigger than 243. Therefore, A must be greater than B. So this is the correct answer. Now, what about this? A minus B is 13. So 256 minus... Even if you say 256 minus 243 equals to 13, but A is not 256, you know. A is the entire number. The entire number. So you cannot just take 256 minus 243. A is actually 256 to the power of 31. 243 to the power of 31. The answer is definitely not going to be 13. Okay, so please don't choose that answer. Alright. Now let's try the next one. Oh, students, if you just convert everything into improper fractions, like 1 plus 7 is 8. 1 plus 7 over 2 is 9 over 2. 1 plus 7 over 3 is 10 over 3. So it continues in this pattern all the way until you reach the last one. 1 plus 7 over 9 is 16 over 9. And what about the bottom? 1 plus 9 is 10 over 1. 1 plus 9 over 2 is 11 over 2, 12 over 3, all the way until 16 over 7. Right, students? So once you do this, it'll be so much easier to solve. Why don't I give you 1 minute? Because if you can see the pattern, you can solve it in 1 minute. Come, type your answer in the chat, please. Now, I'm a little bit surprised that there's no answer after 1 minute. So why don't we just do something simple? Can I ask Jacobs? Hi, Jacobs. Come, Jacobs. Can you tell me what is 9 over 2 divided by 9 over 3? Whenever you see a divide in a fraction, what must you do?
KFC.
Yes, you keep, you flip, and you change, and you can cancel out the 9, right?
Yeah.
Now the main thing I wanted to show everybody is that you can cancel out the 9. So if I were to rewrite this in a different way, Okay, wait, before I rewrite it, let me ask you what is the meaning of this line?
Divide.
Very good. So since the line means divide, can I just write 9 over 2 divided by 9 over 3? Yes or no?
Yes.
Can I cancel out the 9?
Yeah.
Yes, I've just proven it to you. I've proven that you can cancel out the 9. Okay? What about if I were to do 6 over 7 divided by 5 over 7? Keep, flip, change. Can I cancel out the 7?
Yes.
So what if I write down like that? 6 over 7 over 5 over 7. Can I cancel out the 7?
Yes.
So numerator can cancel numerator, denominator can cancel denominator? Yes?
Yeah.
Numerator can cancel numerator? Yeah?
Yeah.
Denominator can cancel denominator? Yeah? Okay, 30 seconds. Everyone type the answer in the chat. Alright, students. So how fast can we get an answer? Very fast. Okay, why? Come, let's start again, okay? Oops. Let me draw that line back later. Okay, students, look at all the numerator. For all the numerators, you have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 until 16, right? So from 10 until 16, you can cancel everything out. 10 until 16, you can cancel everything out. What about the denominator? From 2 until 9, you have 2 until 9, and you have 2 until 7. So that means you can cancel everything from 2 until 7. So you'll be left with 8. Okay, so let me write down something extra. So you cannot cancel 8 and 9, right? But you can cancel 2 until 7. Now, what are you left with? You are left with 8, 9, 15, 16 divided by 8, 9. Wait, hold on. Do you notice that the 8 and the 9 can be cancelled out here? Right? And what else are you left with? Yes, Jingming.
You're left with 16 and 15.
Can the 15 and 16 be cancelled out?
Hasn't it already been cancelled out?
Yes, it has already been cancelled out because when I rewrite it, I forgot to cancel it out. So what are we left with then?
1.
There you go! Well done! Thank you, Jingming. So students, the answer is just 1 because everything cancelled out. Yes,
I got the answer. I got 1 at first, but then I accidentally added 6 times 16 because I thought
you
I didn't
forgot.
add in that.
Oh yeah, careless. Yeah. All right, thank you, Jingming. So students, we can cancel everything out actually. So the answer is 1. Okay. Now let's take a look at the next one. In the quadrant shown below, okay, you have a big quadrant. You have 2 semicircles and you have some shaded parts. They are giving you some statements here, and they're asking you which of the statements are correct. Okay, so you can say that, oh, maybe this and this are correct. So if maybe this and this. Okay, so let's say this and this, if you think that is correct, then you're going to select the answer A, right? Or if you think that statement number 2 and statement number 3 are correct, then you'll select the answer B. So this is how the question works. So why don't we take a look here, and let's try to calculate the area of the shaded region A. So if we draw some lines, okay, maybe I just draw this line first. So if I draw this line here, I can see a small quadrant, and if I draw another line here, I see a small triangle. So I can say that, okay, half of the shaded area of A can be derived by taking a quadrant minus a triangle. Now students, this is 14 cm, right? That means this must be 7 cm. And this must also be 7 cm. So the radius of the small quadrant is 7 cm. What is how do you find the area of a circle? So the area of a circle is pi r square. Okay, pi can be 22 over 7 or 3.14. Now in this question, they say pi is 22 over 7. So we just use 22 over 7. So what is the radius? R stands for the radius. The radius of a circle, just to revise with you, is from the center of the circle to the side of the circle. So if you have a quadrant, right? Even if you have a quadrant, the radius must still be here, from the center of the circle to the side of the circle. So if you look at this quadrant, you must imagine that there's a very big circle here. This is the center of the circle. So the radius is 7. Okay? So we can say the quadrant is actually 1/4 of the circle. 1/4 of the circle. So what is pi? What is the radius? And if you have power of 2, what does it mean? That means 7 times 7. So we are using pi r square. 1/4 of pi r square. That gives you 1/4 of a circle. Minus half times base times height of a triangle. So let's work this out. 7 is cancelled. Simplify this. Right? And then you have, okay, 11 times 7. So you're left with 11 times 7 divided by 2, which is actually 77 over 2. And this is actually 7 times 7 is 49. 49 over 2. And that leaves us with 28 over 2. Now 28 over 2 is actually half of the shaded region A. Therefore, the shaded region A must be 28 over 2 times 2, which is 28 cm squared. So we found that A is 28 cm squared, and we know this to be true. And that's a good start. Anyone have any questions so far? Alright, now how do you find the shaded region B? Let's draw a line like that. Now students, if I draw a line like this, right, what can I do? Now let me show you what's going to happen. Do you notice that I already split the shaded region A into half? I can move this shaded part into the empty space. Okay? So students, if I move this shaded part into the empty space, then I will get a fully shaded area over there. So that's the total of the shaded region. So if I want to find the total shaded regions, that means I'm going to imagine that this whole part is shaded. How am I going to find the entire shaded part? Again, we're going to take a quadrant minus a triangle. Okay? So we're going to take a quadrant minus the triangle. So let's say all the shaded regions, which is the total shaded region is actually A plus B actually. You take the big quadrant minus the big triangle. So 1/4 pi. Now the radius is different. The big quadrant has a radius of 14 minus half times base times height. So let's simplify everything. And we are going to end up with, wait, I can actually cancel this 2 and 2. So we're going to end up with 11 times 14 minus 7 times 14. So 11 times 14 minus 7 times 14. 11 minus 7 is already 4. So you just take 4 times 14, which is 56. So you realize that the total shaded area is 56. Therefore, B equals to the entire shaded region minus A. Oh, do you notice that B is the same as A? So then we can say that the region A is same as the region B. Therefore, statement number 1 and statement number 3 are both correct, which means that your answer is A. Alright, students? Anyone have any questions about this? Alright, now let's try another one. Question 12. You have an equilateral triangle and the shortest distance from point O to each side are 4, 5, 6 respectively. Now students, how are you going to find the area of a triangle? Whenever you have a triangle, if this is the base, then the height of the triangle is always 90 degrees to the base. Okay? So students, do you notice that all these lines are 90 degrees? What if I were to draw some lines here? I have just made one triangle. Can you see that I have made a triangle here? And what is the base of the triangle? This is the base. And the height is 5, which is 90 degrees to the base. What if I were to draw another line here? Do you notice that now I have another triangle here, and I have another triangle here, and what is the height? The height is 4, the height is 6. Okay, so students, can I give you 2 minutes and give me the answer for this question? Find the height of the triangle ABC. Your time starts now. I would like to tell you one thing before you start. Why? Because this is an equilateral triangle, right? So we can say that this length is the same as this length, is the same as this length, and all of them are going to be the base of the triangle. So I'm going to start off with one sentence. Let B equals to AB, BC, AC be the bases of the triangles. Okay, we can label it as B. Then it'll be easier for you to do the working. So we can call this B, B, and B, which is the base of all the triangles. Alright, now you can continue.
Okay.
Alright, Vedant, let's take a look at this. Now, can you tell me if I add all these 3 triangles together, will I get the entire triangle?
Yes.
So let's do that, okay? So the triangle ABC, which is the big triangle, equals to AOB plus BOC plus AOC. So how do I find the area of AOB? Half times, what is the base?
Base.
We just call it B, okay? The base is just B. What is the height?
5.
What about BOC? Half times, what is the base? B. The base is B, Vedant.
B.
Do you know why the base
6.
is B?
Yes.
Because the base is 90 degrees to the height, yes?
Yes.
Okay, times 6 plus half times sorry, it's
B
not 6
times 4.
sorry, BOC is BOC is 6. Yeah, BOC is 6. Then half times base
4.
times 4. Do you notice that this keep on repeating itself?
Yes.
So what can I do? Take it out of the bracket. What is left? What do I have left?
5 plus 6 times. No, 5 plus 6 plus 4.
Very good. What is 5 plus 6 plus 4?
15.
Okay, so I'll have 15. My answer is 15b/2, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, this is the area of triangle ABC. I want to find the height. How do you find the height of a triangle? Because if you know we know that area equals to half times base times height. So if I want to find the height, right, what must I do? I must take the area divided by what?
Base and
Yes, you must divide by half, and you must also divide by the base. Am I right?
yes.
Okay, so we must take the area divided by half base. So the area divided by half of the base, yes?
Yes.
And that will give me the height. So when you have a division, what must you do?
Keep, flip, change.
Keep, flip, and change. The number 2 gets cancelled out. The B gets cancelled out. So what is the height?
15.
15 units. Now you know how to do it?
Yes.
Where do you get stuck just now?
I didn't know how to do the height.
Ah, you didn't know that you need to take the area divided by half and the base, is it?
Yes.
But now you know. Okay, very good. Thank you, Vedan. Anyone else have any questions about this? Alright, now let's take a look at question 3. Students, do you notice that every number here is a multiple of 11? Come, I give you 1 minute, you should be able to solve it. Your time starts now. Okay, Max, can you tell me 11 equals to 1 times 11? What about 22?
2 times 11.
33.
3 times 11.
Every number here is a multiple of
11.
11. Now, Max, if I were to write this down, do you notice that the number 2 keeps repeating?
Yes.
What can I do if the number keeps repeating?
You do 2 to the power of 3.
No. You take out the
Wait.
number 2.
2 and then put it in the brackets. 5 plus 6 plus 7.
Yes. Can I do the same for this 11?
Yeah.
Because 11 keeps repeating everywhere. So I take out the 11. What am I left with? This is 1 times this is 1. What about this?
2.
Plus or times?
Plus.
Very good. Then
3 plus 3.
all the way until the last one. What is the last number?
1000.
1000.
100.
100. What is 1 plus 2 plus 3 until 100?
5050.
Yes, everyone should know is 5050. So our answer is this. There you go. How was it? Is it easy, Max?
Yeah.
Alright, well done. Good job, Ming and Jacobs and Lian. You got it. Anyone have questions about this? Okay, so students, again, let's go back to the previous question. Do you notice that I did the same thing? When this number keeps on repeating, I took it out and I put it outside the bracket. Yes, Embria, you have a question.
I want to ask if you saw my answer because I sent the answer.
I didn't see your answer actually. You typed it, is it?
Yeah.
Sometimes Zoom has a problem. Luckily you asked me. Well done, Embriel, you got it. Okay, so Embriel got it, Jacobs got it, Ming and Lian got it. Well done. Now, students, whenever you see something repeated, just put it outside the bracket. Whatever is remaining, put it inside the bracket. That simplifies your working a lot. So, let's take a look at question 14, the last question for today. They're asking you how many numbers are there in the range 1000 to 1999, where the ones digit is greater than the hundreds digit. Now, I think everyone can agree with me that from 1000 to 1999, every single number will start with 1. It'll be 1001, 1002, 1003. Every number will start with 1. So if we have a 4-digit number, we can say that let the number be a 4-digit number 1 A B C, where you can say that the ones digit is greater than the 100 digit. The ones digit is C, and it must be greater than the hundreds digit, which is A. Okay, so students, you must make sure that C is bigger than A for this question. And they're asking you how many numbers are there where C is greater than A. Everybody, you can count it. How many numbers are there altogether? And type your answer, okay? I'll give you 2 minutes. Your time starts now. Okay, let me ask you this, Vedant. Can you just imagine, okay? We'll write this down. When A equals to 0, what are the possible values of C? Because C must be bigger than A, right?
Yes.
What are the possible values of C?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And how many options are there here?
9 options.
9 options. And what about B? What is the value of B? Can B be anything? Does it matter? Does it matter what is B?
It doesn't matter.
So can it be anything?
Yeah.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many options are there?
9.
No. 0 to 9?
Oh, 10. 10.
So how many numbers are there altogether? When A equals to 0, how many numbers are there altogether? You have 9 options for C and 10 options for D. So how many numbers are
90.
there? 90. Very good. When A equals to 1, what is the value of C?
19.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is the value of C?
Oh, 9.
What are the possible values of C when A equals to 1?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
5,
whoa,
6.
whoa. Stop right there. A must be smaller than C, nah?
Yes.
So?
Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very good. How many options are there?
8.
8. What about B? Can B be anything?
Yes.
It still can be anything. So how many options are there?
10.
So what's the total number of numbers here?
18.
Very good. So you notice that there's 90, then there's 80, right? Then after that, when A equals to 2, what do you think is going to be?
70.
Then A equals to 3, what is it going to be?
60.
So what's the total number of numbers? 90, 80, 70, 60, then blah 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 until
10.
10. Very good. So you can add, what is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 until 9?
36.
No, 45.
Oh,
So when you have 90, 80 until 10, what do you get? You just need to times 10. So
450.
there we go. So how do you find this question? Was it okay? Do you understand it now?
Yes.
Alright. Any questions now?
No.
How about the rest of you? Thank you, Vedant. How about the rest of you? Any questions? Well done, huh? Anbriel and Jingming, you got it correct. Good job. So what did we do here, students? We just, you must know that the first digit is definitely 1. Because it's 1000 to 1999. All the digits will start with, all the numbers will start with 1. But then you do not know what are the next 3 digits. So you just call it ABC first. And then you know that C must be bigger than A, right? So you just start from A equals to 0. And you ask yourself what is the possible values of C. And then B can be anything. It doesn't matter what is B. It can be 0 until 9. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So then you realize you have 90. When A equals to 1, you realize you have 80. So can't you start to see the pattern? 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Add everything together. And there you go. Okay, students? Alright. Well done. So what did we learn today? I think I want to bring to you this. I just want to re-emphasize that on certain questions. So for this quite straight, okay, I mean this is order of operations. Okay, we learned this formula is very useful, okay, and for this percentage question, everyone should know how to do it, alright, because percentage will be tested in your exams, right? And for this concept, whenever you see a triangle inside a rectangle, the triangle is half of the rectangle. How do you know whether something is divisible by 7? When there's a group of 6 repeated digits. Then we are using this formula again. This one. Students, this, let me tell you, will be tested in your exam. You need to know how to identify when everything has changed. Okay, so your ratio methods, constant part, constant difference, constant total, and this will be the fourth one, which is everything changed. You need to know all four. Okay, it will definitely be tested in your exam. So cross multiplication, very useful. This power and this pattern spotting. What do we learn from here? Numerator and numerator can be cancelled out. Denominator and denominator can be cancelled out. Okay, and these circles, area of a circle, pi r square. Everyone should know this formula, pi r square. And every triangle needs to have a base which is perpendicular to the height. Now this is easy, but whenever you see a number that keeps on repeating, what do? Put it inside bracket, put it outside the bracket. Whatever is left behind, you can put it inside the bracket. And finally, this is our last question. So students, all the techniques you learned here today are very useful. So do your revision, watch the lesson recording, okay? Print out the worksheet again for those questions that you don't know how to do, especially the cross multiplication ratio, the ratio question. Just practice it one more time. It will not hurt you, okay? Alright students, do your revision and I'll see you next week. Bye everyone. Bye Embriel, Jacob, Sing Ming, Lian, Max, Vadan. Bye.